Do I sound
Do you sound?
fine or do I sound like
You sound
I'm
absolutely.
drowning?
You sound horrible.
Frick you, Pyro.
Wow, thank you.
Anyways, hello everyone. Thank you for joining to. Wow, this is the first time I've ever messed up that freaking intro. All right.
Good job.
Hello everyone. Thank you for listening to the POV You Are the Listener podcast. I'm your host, Detective Morrill, aka Nick. Today we are joined by Pyro and a special guest, Spidey, aka Dani. Say what's up for the gang.
Hello,
Hi.
hello.
Bello.
Hello.
I'm not saying that.
All right. So
Hey, it's
whatever.
right now.
No, I'm good.
Must say
Creep.
hello for the
Yeah, say hello for the game.
say hello.
I'm calling you a freak and a slur after podcast.
Racist?
No, a different slur.
Wow.
Okay. Different one. I get it. No, I get the meme. I sounded like Evie just there.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no. Nick,
You
that
took
was a
over
fat
your
L you
body.
just took.
a fat L that I just took. I just
Yeah.
did a single on Genshin and I got a purple and it wasn't a character, so
It was an L.
an L. It was an L. An LMAO. Anyways, how are we doing today, guys?
So
Um,
awesome.
My day would be better if Spidey wasn't here, but you know.
Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Just
I
going for each
understand,
other's throats
Pyro.
today.
I feel the
Whoa,
same
I don't
way.
think we're doing that.
Pause, pause, whatever. You're zesty.
I'm calling your
No,
partner.
Yeah, me
you
too.
can't.
I'm tattling. I'm
Go
goobering.
ahead.
I'm jeepering.
They won't care.
I'm goobering. I'm goobering.
I'm
What are you doing?
globbering.
You're globbering? Absolutely.
Globbering on you.
Whoa.
Absolutely G
You're
Heber.
doing what Stevie does?
No,
Oh gosh.
that's called like gawking.
That's called gawking. Aren't you the aren't you the gawk gladiator though?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore, you renounced the title?
Not anymore.
Yeah, I'm retired.
What led to the retirement?
The
Strep
retired
throat.
boxer. Strep throat. Strep throat made your gawking abilities difficult. Do you just have permanent strep throat then?
Yeah, it's like you know how Minecraft there's like curse of binding and stuff.
You've just been bound to strep throat?
Yeah,
That sounds freaking awful. See, if I were in that position, I personally would.
die. You
I
would
was
probably
going to say
die.
something, but we're recording podcasts, and we haven't even gone past the. Oh, never mind. We're past the first minute. I would kill myself. All right. I had to make sure that we're at least a minute in so that I could say that because YouTube rules are freaking weird. You know, I uploaded a video onto a second channel, and the video got a strike about a week after I posted it, even though it's been unlisted for well over a week. And it's because apparently there's sexual content afoot. But
What?
I went through and I watched the video and I was like, where's the sexual content? Like what was said in the video that they would be like, hey, that's bad. And there's nothing in there that is even remotely like sexual. So I'm trying to figure out why the frick I got a strike for that. But
Yeah, no, that's
okay.
an issue with YouTube. Like, come on, you gotta like if you're gonna say something like something does something wrong, someone does something wrong, then like say exactly what happened.
Yes.
Don't just
Exactly.
that's so stupid.
Because literally we recorded podcast. I will never forget this episode because me and Pyro were freaking dying for 10 minutes. But we were talking about like how funny it would be if you were trapped in like a jigsaw puzzle basically, and the laser was just aimed straight at your balls. And it gave you like a cut. It gave you a fresh cut down there. So, and we did not get a single strike from that. on this channel. Now that I've mentioned it, a YouTube reviewer is gonna go back and be like, "These niggas."
These
anyways,
black people are talking
these
about
black people. We're talking about. Anyways, it's just so stupid how freaking the YouTube system works, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It could be better. But I mean, I haven't experienced anything like that on the main channel apart from copyright claims, so that's okay. Claims
That's
are
good
not as
at
bad
least.
as strikes because, like, you know, they're not
yeah,
doing.
you can like, yeah.
Also, what, Pyro?
What?
You were saying before I so rudely interrupted you. I apologize, by the way.
Yeah, you should apologize. No, I was just agreeing with him.
Pyro's schizophrenic.
Oh no, the booger man's back.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Speaking of YouTube, I still am making progress on that Doki Doki Literature Club video.
Let's
At least
go.
on the scripts.
That's awesome.
Because I've been working on it for so long now. I'm trying to make sure it's as good as possible. It's a really long script, by the way. This is probably one of the longest scripts I've written to date. And I've uploaded quite a bit of content on this channel. Not to say that, you know, I've uploaded too much, but so far, I think, like, the longest thing I've uploaded is the video that I posted. Okay, well, the longest scripted video I've made is the Gaming and Toxicity, like, remake video. Second would be, like, the Friday Night Funkin' video that I did. And then third would be the Rupert video that I did.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Doki Doki the Literature Club video is at least going to be like 30 minutes. Or that's what I'm expecting because I put it through Grammarly, right? I just stuttered freaking 30 billion times trying to start that sentence. But I put it through Grammarly and it says that the speaking time is at least like 28 minutes from what I've gone through, and I'm not even done. I'm not even halfway done, I think. But yeah, stay hyped. I'm gonna just probably rush through it soon and just speed run, get the script done within either this week or next week, and then I need to get back to editing the Amino video. Oh, Dani just dipped. Bello.
Dani?
Oh,
Bro, my Discord fucked up.
your Discord had an issue. That's why I was like, wait, what the? Anyways.
Stop talking for me.
No, we did not stop talking. I don't know what happened to your freaking VC. That was weird. But I was oh, what the frick? I was saying, what was I saying? Right.
You're talking about the Doki Doki.
Yeah. Probably I will try and get the script done within the next week or two so that I can actually get started on the video.
That would be awesome.
And then I also want to get back to editing the Amino video since it's been so long since I recorded that audio and yet like no progress has been made since. But yeah, when it comes to YouTube content that I'm working on anyways, that's what I got. Oh my
It's okay, I believe in you.
So I was like, all right, I can just do a quick AFK thing on Genshin, right? And just have that run. But I accidentally have initiated a certain fight that I did not mean to start. So I need to leave this real quick. Do you want to know who it is?
Who?
It is Azdaha.
How did
I did not even know this is who was here. I was doing Zhongli's story quest and I was just gonna get that done like really quick. But I did not know that this freak was gonna be here. So
It is okay.
well anyways, I can talk. I just was kind of hoping that I wouldn't have to do anything that would require my brain power to be split up even a little bit. But one of the topics I was gonna bring up while we were, chatting on VC just normally was Honkai Star Rail.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
Because that's been out for a little bit. It's been out for how long now? Like, at least a week, right?
Yeah. A little over, I think.
Yeah, just a little over a week. Right now, I just want to gauge initial thoughts. Pyro, you've only been playing for like a little bit, so I doubt that you would have like the craziest of opinions right now. But
It is the worst game ever. It is terrible.
it freaking sucks.
I mean, I've
Writing
only
is
played it for
so
like probably like
bad.
3 hours, I think, because I got excitedly started playing today.
Yeah, we
So
also
far
got
though,
on today, so
very good. The gameplay is kind of easy to get the hang of.
yeah.
It's just simple. Um, you know, turn-based combat. It's not complex, thankfully. I don't have to remember like a whole entire type chart like Pokemon, but
And it's not like
with
getting
Pokemon, I'm
your
kind of used to
top
that.
matters almost way too much.
I don't know how the hell Subby does that.
I can do that too. It's really not that hard. I say as I like
It is a
forget.
lot. It is a lot harder than you make it out to be because
Yeah,
you are an expert at that. You're
yeah.
well
Okay,
accustomed to it.
it is pretty hard, but listen.
Yeah.
All right, I'm kind of on a grind. I've been on a grind set, a mindset.
Grind set, dude. Andrew Tate would love to meet you.
Bro,
Ew.
let's go.
Anyways, continue.
Finally, I can get some fresh meat
What?
for my
What?
crocodile farm.
Started talking about fresh meat. That was zesty as a motherfucker.
No, you guys just brought that. You brought that in a whole different spotlight. That was all on you. Why are you thinking about meat, huh?
You said you wanted fresh meat.
Yeah, why are you thinking about meat?
Why are
Yeah,
you
you're
thinking
saying weird
about meat?
things.
Because okay, all right, Nick. What is what do? All right, you know, say you're a Minecraft cow, right? And I kill you. What do you drop? Meat.
What does
Hmm.
So why did I
what
go
does this have
Minecraft
to do
cow?
with the
All right.
convo?
Anyways, meat is okay. Meat is meat. All right, meat is meat.
What?
Meat is meat.
Anyway, Pyro is a freak.
All right, you know what?
But
Case
yeah,
closed.
Honkai, right? Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah.
So I want to hear if Danny has any like initial thoughts right now before we get into anything crazy because I do have quite a bit that I want to chat about.
One, I have demons for most of the female characters.
It's not initial thoughts that we need to know, but
Two,
continue.
the writing is enjoyable. And three, the gameplay is fun. That's it. But one was the most important.
I don't think that's true.
No, it was true. Don't worry.
But for me,
Hey,
right? Oh, did you want to continue, Pyro?
no.
Oh, okay. But for me, as a previous Honkai Impact third player who has put quite
Okay.
a bit of time into the game, I got to be honest. I am really enjoying Star Rail right now, but there's a lot of things that I'm still like having to get used to. First of all, the sudden switch from the standard combat, which was just like basically just like kind of Genshin but on crack almost,
No, I agree.
to the turn-based content. Now, it's not bad because the turn-based is really good, and also like I played Epic 7 and that was really good. Well, I still play Epic 7 that like every day. But it's just like so it was pretty much streamlined for me. It wasn't too like bad. some people, this might be like their first turn-based gacha game, and they're going to be like, either this is really good or this is really bad, and they probably will never play a turn-based gacha again if that's the case. But I think this is they made it really easy. The system's really nice. It's fun. It's actually really fun. The writing that you mentioned is actually really funny.
I know, I was gonna say that.
It is kind of crazy how funny this is in comparison to like. Actually, it's not that surprising because Honkai Impact 3's writing is very funny, and the lore is also like crazy on that game. But that's like, lore is like a whole different thing. I don't even want to cover that right now.
True. Because Genshin, I love Genshin's lore, but the writing sometimes
The
is
writing is straight dog
like
teeth.
yeah.
Dude, Genshin's writing, like, the problem that I have found now after playing this game for so long is that Genshin's writing is so iffy sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
There's usually
but, you know.
never any like serious moments in the game.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
like
always
with that one like story, that one Archon quest, like Raiden, where like you're literally like fighting her as like a deity or something, and then all of a sudden she's like your bestie now. Like,
it was because
Alright,
of
well,
Yamiko.
the
She
thing I
solved
will say
everything.
about that is the fact that, you know, there was a very clear separation between the Raiden and I, or A, whatever. And it was just like, after figuring out the fact that we weren't even talking to the true Raiden the whole time, it was just like, damn, that's kind of crazy. But you know,
Yeah.
it was like it was such like it was so anticlimactic. Like thinking of the fact that like that's not the real Raiden. Like we could have had someone that has like actually like really like twisted, like what the actually like really twisted mindset that actually does these things willingly. But no, it's just some stupid puppet. Like
well, the thing
that was
is
like
that continue. Sorry.
like like when do you ever like genuinely like you could have set up so much more stuff instead of having it just be like some like you would think that like A would be like more like stubborn about things, but like like it's just like you just convinced her really easily. Like it's a game of Among Us, and like I don't know.
See, the thing that I think about it, right, is the fact that, you know, like, number one, Raiden, just in general, really crazy character. Their idea of eternity is to trap every one of its citizens on the island without their own free will or free choice to leave at all or go and explore and come back and improve upon the country. You're shutting down all the values because you want everything to be about this presumed eternity that you're seeking to reach that cannot be reached by normal human means. You're stripping people of their visions. That stuff is absolutely nuts. But the fact that the Raiden never once planned for the puppet to ever do something like that, this is bizarre. Because, I mean, in the end, she was just blinding herself from the outside world. She was in there just doing nothing but meditating like she was freaking Jiren or something.
True.
Just sitting there doing nothing, changing nothing, bored, alone, sad, dealing with all this
It
freaking past trauma in the worst way possible.
just went from like grieving to doing nothing for like 500 years.
But it is weird to think that not once did anyone ever consider. First of all, like, even still, the ideas of eternity that Raiden had must have been somewhat in line with the puppet, even if she didn't fully believe in them, right? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I was gonna say yeah, but then it went so silent.
Well, I was waiting for a response, which is why I just went silent like that. But anyways, like, there had to be some sort of idea that she had that somewhat matched up, that the Raiden had just taken to the absolute, the puppet Shogun had taken to the absolute extreme. Just, oh yeah, like, you want eternity? I want eternity too. So let's frick everyone up, leave them all on this silly little island, even though there's many different islands on Inazuma. We just are focusing on Rito, and it's just like, if we just leave all of our people here to be sad and depressed, everything will be fine. We strip Inazuma of all of his culture, and we only focus on what we call the Vision Hunt Decree. And actually, have you even thought about the fact that no visions have been given to anyone since the Vision Hunt Decree started? Because I'm pretty sure Fischl was the last character to get a vision, and then that's when the Vision Hunt Decree started.
No, not visions. It's specifically Electrovision.
Yeah, well, suck my balls.
No, you suck my balls.
I did not know about that specific part. My bad.
Yeah, it is specifically
Yeah.
Electrovision.
Specifically, oh yeah, that's true. That would be right.
Yeah, of course it's true. You just agreed. You just agreed with me on it.
Can you not? Anyways, like I was saying, no Electrovisions have been given since the hunts had started, and I mean, I guess that wouldn't be, that it is just crazy that years and years have gone by without a single Electrovision being unearthed at all, because one person, one Archon was like, frick everybody else, Inazuma reigns supreme, but specifically me and only my power, and anybody else go frick themselves. And if you deny my way of thinking, I will kill you in front of everyone.
She's just a little silly.
No, you don't get killed. You
little.
just get jailed for like 4 million years.
She was literally gonna kill Toma right in front of everyone.
Well, she wasn't. She was gonna take his vision.
No, she was gonna kill.
No, I agree with
No,
Nick.
she was gonna kill us.
Yeah, and then she was gonna kill him. I thought Toma was gonna die.
Oh no, because he was a criminal already. Like,
well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
so
we're
yeah,
saying.
of course he'd be
Pyro.
executed for being a criminal. What?
Okay, okay.
But he was a criminal because he was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So yes, that would be wrong.
Of course he'll be wrong.
Yeah, but that's
She's the antagonist.
Pointing out. That's what I'm pointing out. Antagonists are not always evil.
Yeah, but antagonists do bad things. That's why they're an antagonist.
No, antagonist is anybody who conflicts with the protagonist's ideals. If the protagonist is evil, it would be the villain. Protagonist and hero are two different terms,
Yeah, but in some way, like, depending on how you view it, an antagonist still does bad things. Because if say the protagonist is a bad person, and the antagonist is a good person, them doing good things is still something that's bad for the protagonist. So it's still a bad thing.
What if I strangled you right now?
I'm really,
when
what am I
Pyro
doing
doesn't want to
this?
be wrong, challenge.
I'm thinking purely on like ideals, like the ideal from the standpoint of you, the viewer, not necessarily the protagonist's eyes, because they know the protagonist would know when they're doing bad things, especially if you're a freaking villain. You know.
Why so serious, Batman?
Why so serious, Batman? It's just like that. Like, don't you think for a second? Like, come on, just think about that. Just because it's bad for the protagonist doesn't mean that it's bad in terms of like the world that they're set in. Like, if the protagonist is a villain, they're a villain. They are just evil. Like Guts from Berk, even though he's not evil, like he just he's a little twisted, but he's a good guy.
He's a little silly. He's a little silly.
He's just a little silly. He's only just ripped a couple people in half and might have actually killed some children, but Actually, I don't even want to talk about Berserk right now. That's for a whole different time. But I think with Genshin's story, like every time the good serious moments come through, they always get shut down like a couple moments after, and it's just like it returns to being mellow or just something simple. Like, when are we gonna have a character that just straight up gets killed?
That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Yes.
That would be funny to you.
I hope Child does.
What the frick? I mean, that would be kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Actually, you know what? I fully support that mindset now. I want child, I want child dead, even though I kind of like him, but I want to see him die just for the purpose of plot going through and being good. Well, I hope he if he dies, it better be in like a good way or something.
It should be crazy.
It shouldn't be like a crazy death that just happens for plot and nothing else. Even though I haven't seen, like, there's been some things that's happened in Genshin simply for the sake of plot. Like, technically speaking, if we were any slower, Toma would have died.
True. I still want to make like a 30-minute video of A Miko.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but okay.
I
You are all
haven't let
good.
it be known.
Sure, that's cool. If you make it, I'll watch it.
Thank you.
That's just me supporting the homies for real. Pyro, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Smoking crack?
Mm-hmm.
How's the crack?
My eyes are fading.
You said the crack is what?
My eyes are fading.
Your eyes are fading? Your ears are burning?
What did the crack do to you, Pyro?
Are you just
I
tired?
can smell sounds.
What are you talking about? I can smell sounds. I can hear colors. I can see wavelengths. I can see ghosts. Yeah, Pyro is that one kid from the Sixth Sense. I can see dead people.
What?
Anyways.
Trying to fight the urge to bring up Ningguang. I think it's been 27 minutes. I
how are
can
you
say
fighting
Ningguang once.
You can say Ningguang once. If you start talking about Ningguang, I'm kicking you off podcast.
No.
Anyways, dang, I didn't even know that was gonna end up becoming like a Genshin thing because it was just supposed to be about some Star Rail stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. The Genshin transition was so seamless. That was kind of crazy. But like I was saying on Star Rail, I'm not gonna lie. It is not exactly what I was expecting though. At least when it comes to just like how we've been introduced with some characters. Like Himiko, she's basically the same character, but there are some differences when it comes to like play style and stuff that I'm noticing. She's still
I
the
want
same
her
element.
so bad.
She's still the same
In
element,
all ways.
so that's not like bad, you know. But
I
also
need her.
that is just yet again not what we're talking about.
Yes, no, you brought her up.
I brought her up because I'm talking about her in my when it comes to my experience from Honkai.
Saying I need her in Star Rail in the game.
I think
and
a thing I like about Honkai a lot is that there's nothing that you need for weapons. Like weapons aren't a thing, thankfully.
Light cones.
Yeah, but light cones aren't weapons. Would you want to spend? Would you want to spend like 4 years trying to get like
a light
a
cone
spear?
Game? Oh, a
No,
spear.
a spear from for a certain ghost girl on Genshin.
I like how you could have just. I figured that the reference was going somewhere. You could have brought up any other weapon, but you decided to bring up spear.
Yeah, because who here had to spend so much time trying to get Dragon's Bane for Hu Tao? It took me so long for no reason at all.
See, I just can't relate to that though, because
of course you can't relate. You got it in 2 seconds.
I got Dragon's Bane when I started the game.
Yeah, and then you got.
And then I got Homa instantaneously.
Yeah.
Me when neither of you have the catch. The best pull-on.
I honestly don't even. I don't want to go
But
through
you catch these hands.
Also, yes, you do need it. You literally need it
to make writing good. My writing's fine.
You still need it.
I guess so. Yeah, but my writing's fine, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, get R5 to catch.
Dude, I would freaking. We're 27 minutes in. I can say it. I would kill myself.
Yeah, you said it when we were like 10 minutes in earlier.
I said it when we're 3 minutes in. Dude, me and Evan were talking about it, and I was like, "Yeah." And Evan was like, "Don't don't do it. I was like, you know
No,
what? You're
do
right.
it. You have to.
I'll do it at some point, but the thing is that you know how much grinding I have to do. I already find fishing in Genshin so boring.
One day,
If
because
it
I'm
was
mentally
Minecraft
unwell.
fishing, I would actually have some fun because it's so streamlined and simple. But Genshin, they have to make it so complicated. I get that the game is nice, right? This is a really nice game. Don't make the fishing complicated. Make it as streamlined as me throwing a freaking rope into some water and a fish hopes to end his life and grabs onto it.
It wasn't even that bad, but I can't say anything because I
Danny,
spent like hours.
you were obsessed for hours to get that thing.
Yeah, true. I did it in one day because I kept on doing co-op with random people.
Yeah, that just doesn't sound fun. Doing co-op to go and get a stupid weapon from fishing. Pretend I didn't say that. Never mind.
Okay, it was worth it
Question.
because
Eat my balls.
it was worth it.
It was worth
That's
it. Well,
it.
I mean, at least you have it. You know, you went through the effort, and that's cool. But I just can't. I just can't see myself playing Genshin for that long to do nothing but fish. You know, that sounds crazy to me.
If you fish for like 30 minutes every day for like a week, you'll get it.
It's
At
every
least
day.
R1.
Danny, do you know how long I usually am on my PlayStation a day?
Yeah, you could use that time to get,
No, do you know how long I'm on? Just do you know?
I don't know, like 10 minutes.
I'm on for 2 hours. If I even get the chance to be on my PlayStation. I did not get the chance yesterday.
Look,
If I'm on, I'm on for 2 hours like max. And that's because I have to
only
share this thing with 2 other people.
that's 1/4 of your time. You can
One
do it.
time that I could use doing anything else.
No, but it's worth it. You should do
You know what I could do in that time?
it. What?
I could literally do all of the domains over 30 million times within those 30 minutes. No, I couldn't. You get my drift. Drift no
What's
Fortnite.
better? Artifacts that aren't guaranteed or a weapon that's guaranteed?
I don't know.
Artifact.
Artifact has been pretty peak so far. So
Because with the artifact, right, you could
You
use
should
those
blow up.
artifacts to go and make your good artifact stronger.
I like how Daddy just told me to kill myself.
Okay, I'm still so mad about your goblet. I don't care that I have a decent attack one. I want a fucking Electro one.
Take it from me then. I don't freaking know. What the frick am I supposed to do about
You're talking
that?
You got it.
You're
You
talking
got
about
it like your first like time doing that domain. I swear to God. And
I
I've been
didn't.
doing that
It was
domain.
on my third try though. I'm capping on the ground. I don't remember when I got this thing. I just remember that it was good. So I was like,
I remember my goblet, like the electro damage one that was actually pretty good. Like
Goblet.
had good sunsets and everything.
Funny because I main 3 Electro characters and I don't have a single Electro goblet that is good.
Dang.
Lol.
The only Electro character that I main is Fischl.
Don't really mean any electro character. The
But I
only
do
one I
have
actually
an
have.
Electro damage goblet
Oh
on
no,
her.
I
So.
did get Kaching, so like.
Right, I want
Me,
Kaching. I want Kaching so badly.
I
Yeah, 'cause
want
I forgot I
to
lost
so
my
bad.
50-50s on Hu Tao and I got Kaching and Mona.
I didn't lose my 50-50 on Hutao.
Yeah, I know.
I got Hutao first try, and then I technically lost my 50-50 on Yalan when I get another 5-star. So then when I went through on Hutao again, it was just easy and simple.
Every
Dang.
other standard character that wait, I forgot what I was
You were
trying
even trying to
to say. Okay, no, I was trying to say that I have every other standard character. The main 2 that I want, being Jean and Kaching.
Oh, you have. Oh wait. Oh, you just said that you don't. My brain's
Yeah,
freaking. My brain is numb. I want Mona.
I have her.
That's
I
about
have
it.
her
Lol.
too.
And I'm not leveling her up. She's at level 20.
I'm scarred,
Mine's
but
level 20 as well.
I tried to get
I
Bea
I
and I got. Oh, you were saying sorry. I'm sorry.
I got my I ascended Mona one time and I haven't touched her ever since.
Yeah, for the free wish.
Me too.
Because I
I
want
got
that free
Mona.
wish.
like high pity. I lost the 50-50 and then I wanted to die.
I I lost my 50-50 on Daya to D-Luke. Which is really freaking
I
funny
think
because I lost my 50-50 on Yaimiko to D-Luke. So
I also had him C1 and he's level 1. So
he's at 40 and I don't plan on touching him for quite a little bit. I'm
Is
still
that why you hate
I'm
him?
never using him. I'm never using him. I hate him with everything in my body.
a little racist.
How?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Beto, Yaimiko,
I just got
Pyro.
Ningguang to level 20 for the first time ever.
Wow, good. I love Ningguang.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah. Yeah. How did you know?
Maybe because you don't stop talking about her.
I should have never brought her up. I should have never even said a single word. I should have just shut my mouth because of it. But anyways,
Be brought up once, and then now here we are.
what was I even? No, I'm still thinking about how I was literally at my friend's house, uh, with him and like another friend, and we were introducing our one friend. I know this story sounds convoluted already. One friend, but we're introducing one of our friends to freaking Genshin. So he started playing on his phone, and that was right when Sino and was it Sino and Dea? Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Sino and Dea, and on his first like multi on Sino's banner, he got Sino like instantaneously. So I was like, "What the frick, balls?
Oh
Let
my
me try
god.
this." And so I went for Dea, and I got D-Luke, and I freaking it was on a single pull, by the way, because I wanted to even out my pulls. It was on one singular pull, and I got D-Luke, and I wanted to blow up vigorously. I was like, "Are you freaking serious?" At least if I lost it to like Mona or something, or just like a new 5-star, I wouldn't be mad. But the fact that it had to be D-Luke C1 that I just don't need because I'm not even freaking using them.
When I pull on Eula's banner, I hope I get Kaching or Jean. Like, I honestly hope I get them. Like, because
If I pull on Eula's banner and I get anybody but Eula, I'm freaking quitting Genshin forever.
I'm gonna have enough pulls before she comes out to like guarantee her. But it's just like I want Kaching or Jean so bad, so bad. If I
Do you
get D-Luke, I'm done.
do you know who's gonna be next banner
Um,
or
I
any?
have no idea. It's not really. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like Yaimiko. I think she's supposed to be like next patch, but I don't know with who because it keeps on changing.
Freaking goodness!
Yeah,
I think the
and
frequency at which characters come out should not be like this.
I know it's like
That's
the
okay. That's actually what like I'm actually glad that Honkai is doing. Is that like the Star Rail because like you can like like you can get two guaranteed free 5-stars like in total because you have the free one from like the beginner
Begin.
banner,
Yeah.
and then if you pull 300 times on standard, then you get a free 5-star. Which
Also,
I don't know.
of course, main character is guaranteed to be 5-star because it's the main character. But yeah,
Yeah, but I don't know if it's like also on the on event banner as well.
it's not. It's just
it is
standard.
most definitely
It's just
not.
in okay. Like that's still really good though. Like 300 for a free, and you can pick which one you want as well.
It's true, but I'm not gonna get to 300 until like.
Probably a while. The game right now is really easy to grind, but it's because it's new. I'm gonna say give it a month and let's see where that mindset still stays. But I feel like it'll be like Honkai where you can take a little bit of time and grind and make some pretty good progress. So it probably won't be too bad. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of people giving Honkai Star Rail too much credit right now, and I mean I understand why because it's a new game, but let's just give it a second, see where
But okay, no,
this goes.
that's still like so much better than what Genshin has though. Like at least you're getting some sort of guaranteed character that like
Inner game Genshin, that was one of the easiest freaking gacha games to play.
what?
Like starting like freaking like beginner game Genshin.
No, like
I know.
But that's what
because
I'm
like
talking about.
with the free, like with the beginner banner, like you get a guaranteed 5-star there, like, and you didn't get that in Genshin at all.
Well, yeah.
True. They should
I
have
How
done
remember
many
that.
5-stars were in the freaking game when it got released? We had Jean, we had D-Luke, and that was like it, right?
no, there was
And then there's Chi-Chi.
Wait, she,
I think.
yeah.
was she really that early in the game?
I'm pretty sure.
What the frick? Why?
Wasn't. Oh yeah, and I know Venti was there too, but he was a Vent. And Kaching was also there.
Why were those characters so early?
Like, well, no, Kaching had her own banner, and
Yeah.
then she was in standard.
Was Mona out beginning of the game? See, I'm
Oh,
asking
I
these
don't
questions, but you guys would know.
Yeah, I have no clue.
I have no idea either.
I remember there was a lot of
I'm assuming that they all were though, like all the, because it would make sense because you're not like all the characters are like from the beginning areas of the game.
Because I only started playing during 2.1.
which is
That was like Kokomi's first run.
okay. Because I remember being interested in the game when it came out, but I just did not feel like playing it, which I regret because my younger brother started playing it and he got a whole bunch of PlayStation exclusive rewards for starting the game. Of course, I'm way farther in Genshin now than that dude will ever be, but you know, I just regret it because
Yeah.
I could have been obsessed way earlier and then made all this progress. But no, I didn't. I made all this progress and I wasn't obsessed early. What late 2020 when the game came out?
I think
I
so.
find it funny how we keep on accidentally switching from Star Rail to
Star Rail to
Genshin.
well, because it's so easy. 'Cause we all know a lot about that. Star Rail is still
Yeah.
relatively new, so we're just drawing whatever comparisons from Genshin that we can to Star Rail. Of course, I would love to bring more comparisons from Impacts, but you know, Dani, you've only played like 2 hours, and Pyro hasn't played a single minute. So
Yeah,
Listen, I promise.
I'm thinking of just downloading it like after podcast. I'm just trying it out. I feel
Okay,
like
I promise.
like,
Actually,
are there any characters I'd actually like
you would
that'd be
like.
worth getting?
I definitely think. Well, Kiana is like beginning of the game, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. Fu Hua. I feel like you would like her.
You
She's like my favorite character in the
how
entire game. So.
how do you spell that?
Fuhua. Space. By the way, there's a space between the Fu and the Hua. Or let me think. There's probably some more other characters that you would probably Raven. Raven's a good one, but she's not really someone that you meet like early game. So, Himiko in that game, she had a different role. Of course, we don't know the Himiko from this game that well yet, so I don't want to say anything. But they're basically the same character, regardless of the fact that there's some differences here and there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I miss is her original uniform. When I saw Bronya and she was wearing like something else, I was like, this looks really cute, but I kind of wish she was wearing what she wore in Impact Third. To be fair, it's a new game. They probably don't want to just drag things around. Like Seal's banner, like Seal's not even wearing nearly the same clothes as she was in Honkai Impact Third. But it's nice. It's a nice design. The only thing that I'm kind of I honestly don't even like Seal's kit that much. I'm gonna be real with you.
I
Even
want
though
her.
she still retains the scythe, and I want her simply for the fact that it's Seal. I just don't like her kit that much.
Wait, so is Honkai Impact Third and Star Rail the same universe?
No.
No.
Which was the most surprising part to me. I thought it was gonna be like a streamlined same experience, but I don't even know how that would freaking work. So I guess it's not that bad.
I mean, because
Yeah.
I don't know the lore behind Honkai Impact, but
I
I'm
can't
assuming it
spoil
could
anything because Danny wants to play and you want to play, so I can't
it
say.
could just from a non-player's point of view, it could just be like different parts of like a timeline or like just different parts of the world or something.
No, it's very clear that it's a different game, a whole different thing. If it was
Yeah.
the same thing, we wouldn't. No, I can't say anything. We would see characters like Kiana and May, and you know, of course, we might get those characters later. But right now we have Seal, we have Bronya, and we have Himeko. So, anyways, there's a lot that I could say, but because I would rather not spoil anything, not
True. I
spoil a
know
single
too many
detail.
spoilers. It's okay though.
You say you don't care about spoilers?
No, I said I know way too many.
You know way too many. Pyro, do you care about spoilers? If you do, then I
For which game?
for Honkai Impact Third.
No, I don't care.
All right. So the biggest spoiler so far is the fact that Himeko dies.
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert! What in the?
Oh, I will kill you. Himeko is dead. She is dead and buried. Even though her death was super sad and made me cry, but she's dead. She is down and all. Anyways, she's freaking dead. She's gone. Right. So to see her alive is crazy, but like, of course, it's not the same thing. Like, and also Seal, she has what we call a split personality known as Veliona, right? In Impact Third, not necessarily a split personality, but I'll just label it that way for the sake of labeling it that way. But Veliona is nowhere to be seen in this game, and is not even hinted in Seal's entire kit to be like at least somewhat part of her, if not like a separate character that will come out altogether, which is a little bit, definitely hinting at
Yeah.
a whole new universe type thing. But Bronya, that's also like another thing because like I don't even want to get into that. There's way too much. There's way too much to
It's
discuss.
okay.
Gosh, I
What I was
love.
gonna
Okay, Impact Third. You were
what I
saying?
was gonna say earlier though is I promise I'll re-download Honkai when the Star Rail is on PlayStation because I have like no space. So
You and Matt have both complained about space, and I don't know how you guys managed to not have space. I have like I think like 20 gigabytes left on my phone, and yet I still have I still have
well,
Star
it's
Rail
because I don't
back
want to
there.
play on my phone, and my iPad does not have that many gigabytes.
What do you have on your iPad?
I have nothing. It just only has like 64 gigabytes. I have like
How the
no.
frick iPad only have dude
Why my
American
dad
American
got
corporate
me the freaking lowest
lowest
gigabytes
amount
for
of
an
storage.
iPad.
What do you think you were gonna do with 64 gigabytes? Take a picture and move on?
It's like I can't download any games. The only game I can literally have on my iPad right now is fucking Star Rail. I can't have anything else.
No, you have another game, Procreate. Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Well, I mean, I was originally only gonna use it for art, but it's an iPad.
iPad, what
So
like it's way better than your phone when it comes to freaking games and stuff. So
it's like I can't even have Genshin on it
maybe you need to hold
either.
your dad at some point and make him get you a new iPad.
True,
Maybe
but
not the
that's not
gum.
gonna happen.
I just slapped myself in the face.
It's okay.
But yeah, I just want to see where Star Rail goes within the next month. Hopefully, it is like because a lot of players are already reaching like level 30s and stuff. So I want to see if the game continues to be easy to grind within the next like month or so. Cause if people are complaining later, it's just gonna be like, yeah, it's a gotcha game. Where else would this freaking be? Like Fate Grand Order has been going on for the past 6-7 years now, and players are every day complaining about the fact that they have made it so far to where it almost seems like the game, while continuously gaining content, is simultaneously empty and dry. So it's just like, could you imagine we get to that point in Genshin where it's like we're, I don't know, 6-7 years in, and we're like, frick, this is the 7th rerun of freaking Zhao that we've gotten within the last 2 months. Can we please get a new character?
I don't think that happened though.
No, it wouldn't happen, but it would be super funny.
It wouldn't be funny. I would blow up.
I think Genshin really needs to restructure their gacha. The pity
It's
system.
never gonna happen though.
Pity system is freaking amazing. It is good. So that part I cannot complain about. But I think they need to stop releasing characters the way that they do. And Standard should just have, what I think it should be is when they release like reruns in like initial character banners, they should be drop rate ups. Like increased drop rate up, right? But then those characters should still be present in standard banners.
Yeah.
Because there should be no reason why the character, once the character is gone, they're just gone forever. Like their rate when it's on a standard banner should be way lower than it is on a drop rate up banner. Like that would make it fair, that so that people aren't willy-nilly summoning all these 5-stars. And you can, in fact, the characters that should have their rates higher up are the characters that are assigned to the standard banner. Kaching, Chi-Chi, and freaking Mona. You should be way more, like, if they really want to stop players from just having every character off rip, then just make their rates, like, I don't know, somewhat, just a little bit higher than any other 5-star, and boom, you'll be fine.
All I wish is that Genshin also had, like, after 300 pulls, you get a free character on standard, because it's like, I
think like 200 is like fair.
300
Like
is
200 is so much.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, even just something though, because it's like, I'm just mad I don't have Jean or Kaching on my account, and I want them so bad. I'm not spending my money on standard. I'm not doing that. And I've also gotten Ammo's bow 3 times on standard.
I think another like big issue I think I have with like the gacha system is like how rare, like how hard it is to get free mode gems.
Yeah,
it's like it takes forever just to get like one pull, and you're telling me that you need like 80 to 90 to get a 5-star from zero.
In my opinion, it's not that bad, because I mean, like, events do give you a lot most of the time, but it's like if you play really constantly.
That's another thing that a lot of people like are not willing to do, which I've noticed. Like, it is an RPG game, so it's meant to be a little grindy so that they can keep you here. But like, a lot of people are
so grindy.
Yeah, Genshin is really grindy. But the thing that people don't want to do is put in the time. Like, it should be like, I understand. It should be just a little bit simpler, but it's gonna be grindy. That's what's gonna keep you here. That's what's
exactly.
I think another thing that like I think a gripe that people have is that like with character like domains, you're supposed to use like different characters for the character you're trying to grind for. So if you want to use the character that you just got, you really can't use that at all or use them to grind.
Yeah, that's another freaking
you're
problem.
forced to switch to a different character. Like,
yeah,
we were saying that like domain of flames or whatever that the Hu Tao one is, like you could use Hu Tao in that or use fire characters, but no, you can't. You have to use other people. Like, people would want to use the characters that like they just got. They don't want to have to use a different character to grind for them.
Artifact grinding is extremely rigged, and it kills me.
Yeah, this is another thing.
And it's rigged on purpose.
Yeah. The freaking artifact grinding is the worst thing that this game has ever.
it's like even weapons aren't that bad. Characters aren't that bad. They get the 90. But then but then there's artifacts.
Well, because like weapons, like that stuff is just locked to freaking banners, and a lot of characters have lots of other options that they can utilize that don't require as much freaking. It only requires just like a little bit of work. Raiden, we're not going to talk about Raiden because Raiden has the catch, but you can use any other ER weapon on Raiden. I think she would just be just fine. So,
I still do.
Actually,
I still
catch
think
is the
that
best
like
free to play weapon option, Nick. So
actually,
I still think that like you should be able to craft weapons like not 5-star but like 4-star weapons. Like
can
I
obviously
mean,
like really like it costs a lot of materials, but you should be able to craft them instead of having to do the gacha all the time.
yeah, true.
Because you guys like imagine trying to get a specific weapon that's like the best if you're playing free to play, and then you just can't because it's locked behind a gacha system.
also another thing, they give a lot of weapons sometimes for events, but those event weapons are really bad. Like majority of the time they aren't used on any character.
I
It's like
think
they serve no purpose. And they have like a lot of them have designs too, but you just can't use them with like most people.
I think it really depends on the character, though, right? Because like Albedo's best weapon is his event weapon, and you can't
True.
even get it anymore, which really freaking
And
sucks.
that I was also gonna bring that up because that was like an early event too. And it's just so stupid.
Like,
Yeah,
why would
that brings
you
up
do that?
that just like that just helps the point that like you should be able to craft weapon or like if not like 4-star weapons, you should be able to craft event weapons that like happen already.
Yeah, like make them expensive as heck. Sure, I can completely agree with that.
Yeah, like make them really expensive. Like at least you have the option to do that. So if
True,
you want
because
to take the
even
time
like
doing that,
the options with like the star glitter or whatever, it's only like those two weapon sets or whatever. And it should be more in my opinion.
Albedo's other best weapon is literally a blue sword that it's not bad, right? But it could be the event weapon, which is so much freaking better from what I've seen. And it's
Yeah.
stupid. It's dumb. He's not
It's
even meant to be on the
um
field most of the time. He supports. But what do I know, right? I'm just a player
it,
that chose not to play Genshin at the beginning of the game.
no, it's okay. Most people didn't get that weapon either.
Well, clearly a good amount of people did because there was freaking 30 billion gajillion players at the beginning of freaking Genshin, and it is still one of the
Well,
like when it comes to gacha games, it still is one of the most successful gacha games so far. There's only
I hate
been
those people.
yeah, there's only been 1 month where Genshin has been beat out by another gacha game. Do you want to know when that was?
When?
April. April this year. And you want to know what game beat it?
What?
Uma Musume. You ever heard of it?
What the hell is that?
All right, so that explains why you don't know. So it is a Japanese exclusive gacha game. I don't know if you ever heard of Uma Musume the series, but it is based on girls that are like horse racers, technically, right? Like they are based off horse races. They're given like cool names and they do horse racing, but they're like anime girls, and that's the entire point. It's a very popular series. If you I guess have heard of it, but I guess you haven't, so it might not be popular to you. But it is actually really popular, and it turns out that it made a lot of money in April because it beat Genshin out for the top like 5 highest earning gacha games, which is freaking nuts.
That's crazy.
I know, and it wasn't like it was I don't think the margin was like crazy high because Genshin still made a lot. It was top 2, but like just the fact that it got beat out for even just 1 month for highest earning gacha games is bizarre. Now I want to see
Yeah,
where Honkai Star Rail will be at the end of this month.
it'll probably be high.
It will be high for sure, but Fate Grand Order is consistently top 5, but that's because that game has been out for freaking 7 years now, and people have been giving it their money for freaking forever.
Most people are suffering.
Yeah, Genshin fans are suffering just as much though, and this game's only been
Yeah, I
out for like
am.
a couple. Wait,
I need to be locked up.
when is the 3-year anniversary? I can't remember.
Um, it's like during the fall.
Was I playing Genshin during the 2nd-year anniversary? Did they even do anything for the? I can't
They
remember.
do nothing. They give like barely any Primo gems, and then they're like, "That's it."
Right, I freaking remember because everybody was complaining. What kind of game is gonna have an anniversary after being out for almost 3 years now, and you still cannot get an anniversary right? Honkai
Yeah,
Impact's Honkai freaking anniversary rewards are way better, a little bit anyways, in comparison to what Genshin did for its 2nd-year anniversary.
the first was the same. Like the first and second, there was nothing that was different. Both of them were god awful.
What is
They're
even
so
the point?
bad.
Anniversaries are usually the best time to bring in new players to a gacha game. Because you give out so many
Exactly.
free rewards, and then the new players are also getting new player rewards at the beginning. So you would bring in so many people. Who would ever want to freaking play Genshin at the start of an anniversary if they're not guaranteed to get anything but new player rewards, and that's it?
If they gave us, they should just give us so much more than what they did. But they're lazy and greedy, so they're not gonna do that. Probably
It's
for the
crazy to
third.
say that they're lazy when the game is so like it's pretty well done, despite all the complaints that we had earlier. But it's just like they could do so much more with their anniversary. It's not that hard.
That's what I mean. Just
Yeah,
give us more pulls and it'll be okay. Like
give us Dani, you're settling for way too little there.
okay, look, the bar is already like
Pretty
below the
low.
floor.
It's already sunk. It's no clip through the ground. I think what they could easily do is come on, they do events for other things all the time that had nothing to do with anniversaries. Start making events for their anniversaries.
They really
Start
should.
story quests that could go by just like simple and easy, and they have a whole bunch of rewards that you can get. Or they could start freaking giving us all the old event stuff that you can't get now.
That'd
For
be
instance,
nice.
Albedo's weapon.
They
That's
they actually should do that. Like just have like a anniversary event and then like the rewards are just past like event
yeah,
weapons
just
and
like
stuff
stuff
like
that
that.
is expired. Give us a free option of any one thing or something. Give us tons of primos, tons of pulls, a nice fun story quest that isn't anything too crazy. And I feel like a lot of people would probably be satisfied with that. At
Yeah.
least because it would be a lot better than what the frick else they've been doing for the past couple of years.
It would be a lot better. Oh my gosh, give us a free 5-star.
I was gonna say that too. I was honestly gonna say that, but I didn't know how
Honestly,
that idea was gonna go down.
they should quite literally just give us like I don't know, like a free like standard character, like a 5-star.
Like it doesn't even have to be an event 5-star or
I
whatever.
know.
It could just easily be like a choice of Mona, Jean, Kaching, freaking put D-Luke on standard and it'd be, you know, because I'm sure nobody's gonna go for him. Everybody already has D-Luke. Everybody and their freaking mother has him, so nobody's gonna go and get him.
Yeah. If you get him, then
Pyro, do
I
you
don't
have
know, I'm
D-Luke?
blocking you.
No.
No? Alright, well then that would be good for Pyro then.
Pyro don't get D-Luke.
If that happened, I would go for Mona.
I would get Jean because
Because I
I'm
had Jean.
silly.
Unless I get Mona within that time period, then I would probably go for Kaching. Because Daya's going to standard, right? Or is Daya already in there?
He already is.
Yeah, I figured. because I don't really want another copy. I'm gonna be real. After what she did to me on her actual banner, I spent all of those bucks, all of those dimes, and didn't even get like more than a single copy. And I got cucks. I got D-Luke first try. If I lose by 50-50 on Ganyu, I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm sorry.
I just barely started playing this game again.
Who are you gonna use with Ganyu?
Who am I gonna use? I'm trying to think. Do you have any suggestions?
I
Because
like. I don't
think
even.
I'm just free to use anyone, right?
I mean, you can. It's just like I don't know what characters you have that would work.
I mean, I could easily
But I
swap
don't
out
know.
Fischl for Ganyu and then just keep the team the way it is, but that might be difficult. Actually, no. That sounds like a bad idea now that I think about it.
I mean, you could do like melt with Hu Tao if you wanted, I
Oh, that's
suppose.
true. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I was like, I don't. Wait.
Because if you have like no characters that you could do like freeze with, because you don't have like Shenhe or I don't know, like if you'd use any Pyro characters like Diona or Layla.
I mean, I have Layla. Or Layla. I do have her, and I mean, she could be viable. The another thing that I was thinking, I wish Rosaria did really. I mean, Rosaria does like all right, but like her freeze is not really, like instant.
Yeah, I don't know if she'd work that good with Ganyu.
If I was using her, it'd be just more for damage, like just standard damage and maybe some elemental damage that comes here and there. That's basically about it. If I wanted to run Rosaria, I would have to run a whole nother cryo character just to make any use of that.
And then I don't know what like Hydro character you'd use.
There's Jing Cho, right?
I mean,
He'd be fine.
yeah, I guess. I think. Yeah, because if you're using like Hu Tao, then yeah. Like if you're just doing melt.
That wouldn't be too bad. I could also get like good vaporize with Jing Cho.
No, you became British.
No British. Now you gotta kill yourself. I've been saying
What?
too much on podcasts. The YouTube reviewer is gonna hear that thing and be like, "Oh, we're definitely striking this freaking channel."
I think they care that much. They can't even get any strikes right.
That's so true. Dang, we've been recording for a hot minute. I think we're good to end this here. I think we're good to wrap up podcast. Pyro, you got any final thoughts that you want to pitch in?
No.
I do. I like Ningguang.
All right. Anyways,
I have demons pray for me.
That is just the most surreal sentence that I think I've heard in a long time. I have demons pray for me. that is the most surreal thing Dani's ever said in her freaking life.
If you're watching this, pray for me. I have demons, and it's really bad.
All right, prayers for Dani. Hashtag free Dani.
Yeah, they took over my body. It's really hard.
Pause. Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in to this episode of the podcast. Apologies that it's been so long since we posted. We've got lots cooking up in the tank, aka nothing. We started a brand new little series thing here soon that will be going up eventually when I get that done at some point. AKA the game night thing that we're working on. We're probably going to record another episode next week so that we can start a nice old little thing, nice old little thing with a thing, you know what I'm saying? What am I talking about? I had no idea.
It's okay.
But yeah, we'll leave all the socials in the description. Podcast episodes will resume being posted on Spotify and other platforms soon. I just haven't gotten around to it since I've been so focused on other things, aka life, school, and being demotivated. So, thank you all for tuning in. This has been POV, You Are the Listener podcast, and see you later when we bomb New York.